Hi guys and welcome back to Manchester Fins. My name's Spud. I've been off for a couple of weeks. I had an holiday, had a few other bits going on and that, so what I've done is taken a couple of weeks off just because I've had loads on. I had loads of fish delivered yesterday. We had 20, this week we've had 27 boxes of fish dropped off from all over the world. Fish from all over the world, so as you can see, African peacocks are back in. These are fantastic, well happy with them. I've got big geophagus back in, got 20 big Sphenar geophagus, I've got tiger parrots, I've got loads of other bits and pieces. I've got loads of rams in, which is nice for a change. I've got some big wild bettas, which are absolutely, I've never seen them before, fantastic. I've got puffers back in, we've got discus back in, we've got loads of tetras, we've got birches back in, got neons, guppies, pretty much everything you can think of, to be fair, all your sort of bread and butter fish and your rarer stuff. So what I'm going to do is, I've got about 20 minutes before the shop opens, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the fish that we've got in. It is none of the prices on there, it's just because I'm waiting on a couple of the prices to come back through from the suppliers. So just give me a bell and I can give you a rough price of how much they're going to cost basically. So yeah, I'll start off guys with African peacocks. I do apologise, I hadn't had time to clean the glass this morning, so there is a few watermarks, but we have got 100 peacock snaps dropped off again. Some of the colours on these are really, really nice. These are all male. These are all my UK supplier. We've got OBs back in. Got yellow OBs. We've got some albino golden OBs. Sulphur heads. Got some Venustomus. I've asked for some white Moray eyes, white dolphins. I've got blue dolphins. I've got Taiwan reef. Got some red OBs, but yeah, the colours on these are really nice cichlids. I'm very happy with this. I mean, some of the reds and that are running are absolutely fantastic. So yeah, some really nice African cichlids back in. So like I say, we've got 100 of these guys. All different colours. Mixed peacocks and haps. All feeding on pellet, all got wormed last night, so they're all cleaned out, they're all flushed out. All be ready for sale these now. Like I say, because they're quarantined in the UK first, they're actually raised in the UK. But yeah, we've got some really nice peacocks and haps there. I've got some good size lemon Oscars. Now, I'm usually a bit hit and miss about buying these. Sorry, I've just turned the lights on guys, so that's why they're all still a little bit sheepish. Some really good sized lemon Oscars. So my supplier rang me and said he had some nice Oscars. Sent me the video of him and I said yeah, they're really good quality. If you're after some nice lemon Oscars, I've got 10 of the lemons and I've got 10 of the chilies as well. So we've got 10 red chilies. They're probably pushing 5 inch. They probably are 5 inch to be fair. They're all a good size Oscar. So like I say, we've got the chilies. I've got the lemon Oscars in. Them lemon Oscars are really nice. I think these are going to fly out, to be fair. It's hard to get lemon Oscars that have good colour on them, especially when they get to this sort of size. They sort of fade out a little bit if you buy them in from Asia sometimes. Depends if they've been feeding them like high coloured food or whatever. And then you get them and they fade out a bit. All lemon Oscars will fade out a bit, you know, it's not the colour that they hold very well. But yeah, the chilies as well. But yeah, the lemons are really nice. Well happy with them, to be honest. And then the chilies there as well. Still got some Mbuna left, guys. Still got some nice Mbuna. I've got a young bow, it's not a blue parrot, young bow parrot. He's a nice size. Display tank is now done and waiting on fish. But yeah, I need to get some new fish in it. It's got this green tinge to the water. I'm not entirely sure what it is. So I'll put some chemical bloom in just to absorb it. Should have absorbed it by now. So I don't know if it's actually a bit of an algae bloom, but it doesn't look like it. But yeah, I've got the display there. I was going to do cardinals in here, but I had a bit of a nightmare with the first batch of cardinals that went in, so I'm just going to do your full shop tour, guys, to be honest, because I haven't done it for a few weeks. So I've got some zebra loach in, got black phantom tetra back in with some albino cories. I've got some red Baja, Geophagus, Bahai, I don't know how you say it. I've not ordered these, my dad has. They're quite nice actually. And I've got standard bronze cories in, guys. I've got some small fiery red Bosmanis. The males on these colour up fantastic. I've got some bigger Bosmanis which are really nice over there, which are Lake Ulta Bosmanis. Still got, I think we've got one or two. Oh no, we've got one arowana left, one silver arowana. Still got the platinum arches. I was going to put the platinum arches in the new display, but I've had a different idea of what I want to do for the display. I'm surprised this is still here. This red-tailed barracuda, Amma's frozen food. Absolutely Amma's it. Obviously we've got albino platinum gar, which are fantastic. 2 of these are mine. I think I've got another 4 for sale, so we've got 4 albino platinum gar. Putting good size on now. The lads make sure that they're getting enough food. These guys absolutely nail frozen fish. Absolutely hammer it. And then I've still got some standard little Floridas in. Got some nice Florida gar in. I think we've got about 15 Floridas in. All taking frozen. I've got these 2 giant gouramis. I'm pretty sure they're both male. They actually get on. They have no, oh, saying that. They sort of move each other a bit, but if anyone who's ever kept red tail, well, kept giant gouramis in any way, shape or form, realises that they are highly aggressive to one another usually. These 2 sort of move each other a bit, but they're actually not too bad, so I didn't want to split them. Because they're not attacking each other really. You know, you'll get a bit of shoving in that every now and again, but it'll be a really nice pair of fish to have in. I've got some clown knives back in, some good sized clown knives. I've got 10 in this tank. Can't show you without ripping all the plants out, but I've got 10 clown knives. I have actually got, there's a big black ghost knife in here as well. If I can just get him to come out. It's just underneath. He's probably about 9 inches, the black ghost knife we've got in. He's a really, really nice fish. Came into a flood this morning. It's always good, isn't it? It's what you want. I have got Amazon puffers back in. Sorry, not Amazon. Definitely not Amazon puffers. Figure of 8 puffers. We're keeping them in slightly brackish water because they like the salt a little bit better and it helps their wounds. When they come in quite nipped sometimes. So lads have just put a little bit of marine salt in this tank for them. But yeah, really, really nice puffer. Make fantastic pets. You want them as a species only, or you want to keep them with other brackish fish really. You can keep them in fresh water, but I would raise your pH. You want alkali pH. You don't want it to be acid for these guys. I've kept them for years in fresh water. It's actually the first time that we've put them in a bit of brackish, to be fair. I've got black ruby barbs in. Phenomenal looking when they get bigger. The males go black and red, like a really deep black and red colour. Females keep them bands on them. Really nice fish. I've got new fighters coming back in next week. I think we've only got a couple of fighters left. I've got discus. So we have got, it's a shame because this light's not been turned on this morning, but I've got some big discus in. These are probably a bit smaller than my hand. They're a good size. Really nice fish. Hammering frozen, that's a price on them. Yeah, really feeding really well. Been wormed, been fluked, all of that good stuff. I've got 100 bristlenose plex back in because I was getting asked loads for bristlenose plex. You can't really see them, to be fair. If I can just lift up this sponge filter, I'll let you have a better look. Yeah, loads of bristlenose backing. I've got 50 in this tank and I've got 50 in another. They're at a good size where you can sex them as well. So if anyone's thinking of getting like a breeding group, see there's a male there. So the males have the spikes on their faces. There you go, perfect. The females on the left, the males on the right. The males got all the spikes on their faces. But yeah, really, really nice quality. Well happy with how they came in. I have got the last of the smaller discus left. This is the price on the discus. Be a really nice group of discus. And then look at these Bosmanis. I'll say hands down, in the 7 years that we've had this shop, these are probably the best looking Bosmanis that I've had in. And it's because of the size of him. So it's really hard to buy Bosmanis at a good size. So Bosmani rainbows, these all look male. These are Lake Utter. I'm assuming it's Lake Utter. It's still early in the morning. I'm going to try and pronounce it. Male Bosmanis. So the colours on them are really, really good. They come in at a really good size. But yeah, they are. If you want some really show-stopping fish in your tank, they're really active. They get about this big. They probably get. That's really hard for you to sell on the camera. They probably get about so big, probably about a good sort of 5 inch to a really, they're quite a big fish when they get bigger, but yeah, absolutely fantastic group. I have got 15 of these guys in, really nice looking. I've got some bigger black phantoms in. I've still got these unusual barbs. These are named the barbs. Bonnie lip barb. I've got some little cherry and live bircher back in. Some little red geophagus. I have got Queen arabescens plex in here as well. I've got to speed up a bit, guys, because we have got to open the shop in 10 minutes. This is the tank that I always like to come to. So from the last video you'd have seen, I've still got 5 African tiger scats left. I have still got the yellow and white parrots which are in with them, which are them there. I've then purchased some red tigers, so I've got 4 red tiger. I've got 4 yellow tiger parrotfish. And then I have got some archer fish in here, so I think I've only got 2. Someone must have bought some the other day. But yeah, look at these Sphenai geophagus. These are a good 5 inch, I would say. I've got 20 of them. So if you want a group of well grown on geophagus, and Sphenai, personally I would say Sphenai are probably one of my favourite geos in the hobby. Just the sheer colours and the trails that they get on them, they're absolutely fantastic. Stunning looking fish. But yeah, we've still got African tiger scats, so I'll be a bit scared because I just turned the light on. I'll tell you what I've got, which I'm very impressed with, are these balloon rams. I've got some really nice golden balloon rams. So short-bodied rams, proper chunky little things, but yeah, they're fantastic looking little fish then. And then I've got short-bodied blue rams in as well. So really nice looking. I have got silver sharks back in. I've still got the sickle fin barbs. This tank's a little bit grubby because this is the system that's flooded. Got to rebuffer it back up. I have got some red spot sevs that came in yesterday. Got some nice red spots. I've got Balzani geophagus which will come back in. They need a little bit of fattening up. They come in extremely skinny and battered looking. I mean that's one from one of the older batches, that male there. So you can see just through all the particles in the water. I do apologise because, like I say, this is a system that's decided to leak on me this morning and flood the entire shop, which is great. So yeah, Balzani geophagus from Paraguay or Argentina. So they can actually, you can keep them in room temperature. I wouldn't, because these are bred out of Asia. And I know lads who've tried it and they've not done well with them. So I don't just keep them in tropical, to be fair, they'll do a lot better. Some more silver sharks. I've still got some of these albino cribs left, which are really nice. And then we've got some spanners left, which are slowly going. Some clown whelks. It's a couple with skinny disease, so I'll have to whip them out. So clown loach are prone to getting, some of them get hit very heavy by parasites, so if you have a look at them, they call it skinny disease in clown loach. So what I'll do is I'll pull them, I'll get them on a really strong worming course, try and flush out the parasites, and then we'll fatten them up, bring them back out, put them on sale. Guppies, I have had a gentleman who has told me that I go too fast past the guppies when I'm filming. So for people who enjoy the smaller stuff, I have got some neon blue guppies in. I've also got some golden cardinals, which are nice. These have done really well. I've got in some flame guppies. And then I tell you what I have got whilst he's at the front. These are the wild bettas that I've got in. Now they're not cheap in any way, shape or form. I've got a pair. That's the male. This is what they are. I'm not even read it, to be fair. Microchromstoma. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. Dyslexia and pronouncing fish names don't go hand in hand when you put on the spot. So that's what they are. I'm assuming anyone who's into them will know what they are. That's the price on him. I have a male and female. They are absolutely fantastic. There's a female. Female's just behind them platies there. But yeah, really bonny looking fish. I'm half tempted to put these in the display if no one's interested in sort of over the next week. They are really, really nice looking fighters, like a big fighter. Better fish, really smart looking. I have got some blue zebra angels in. I've also got some Halloween mollies back in. I've got female guppies back in. Female guppies back in. I am going to fly over this, guys, because I have got more stuff to do before we open. Flame guppies. And then I've got some marble convicts. So loads of marble convicts. Small and big. Bigger ones are 15, smaller ones are a £5. Loads of normal parrots back in. I've still got some of the yellowtail rasbora. And then moving on to this tank, which looks completely sparse at the moment. I have got some Ultim angel fish. I've got 3 Ultims. I am going to ring a lad today who's asked me to hold them for him. If he doesn't want them, then he will be on display. So if you give me a ring sort of next week, I'll tell you whether they're for sale or not. I put in 8 Manarambo cichlids, which are Madagascan cichlids. I've got some fantastic Uaru. I've got 3 big Uaru. I mean, they're bigger than my hand, they're massive. So the 3 of them came in together. There was 4, one was deformed, so I let one of my good customers, I've just give that to him. He's got that, he had one eye, his fins were a little bit deformed and that, so I've just give that to him. I've got 3 in here now, which are they're all huge. They're very hard to find Uarus at this size. Fantastic looking fish. They are going as a 3, guys, because I want to redo this display. So that's the price of the Uaru. I've also put some African tiger scats in here. There is one that's a proper little git, so I'm going to take him home and throw him in with my bigger ones just to sort of put him back in his place a little bit because he's proper naughty. I'm going to do this tank. I'm not told anyone yet. This is going to be a full Madagascan display tank. And I'm going to do Madagascan rainbows that go around the corner with the Manarambos and the African tiger scats, because African tiger scats come from Madagascar as well. So I'm going to do it as a full Madagascan display with loads of plants and stuff on the top, which should look really smart. Still got the super red Texas in. I have got some flower horns. I'm trialling some blue-green algae treatment. That's why I've left it. I'm not just lazy and left blue-green algae. Luckily it's in this system, which is isolated to a lot of systems, so it won't spread, but I am doing some treatment and it is going, to be fair. Still got Manarambos left for sale. I've got some, I can't remember the name of the Sodontis, but they're a nice Sodontis. 95 each, them Sinos. Right, I've got 2 minutes left, guys, so I'm going to fly around. I've got male Congo tetras back in at a really good size. I've got Pilgrim Armies back in at a really good size. I've got some little tiger Oscars, albino and normal. I've then got red Batman and Kapoor angelfish. A really good size, really nice looking. I've got some fantastic, these what I'd show you. Look at these electric blue rams. Absolutely phenomenal. These are large electric blues that we've got in. I've still got these albino redheads. I've got one golden I've still got one golden arowana left, and then I have got electric blue Acara back in. Got loads of tiger barbs. I've got some other rainbows that have come in, which are these ones. Again, really good size. I think we've got 50. I think we've got 50 of these. No, sorry, 30. I think we've got 30 of them. These are Madagascar rainbows, so I'm just going to worm them in this system. Then I'm going to put about 60 in that tank to get about this big. Madagascar rainbows. Search them if you've not seen them before. Dead old school fish, fantastic looking fish. I've got some green Severums back in, and then cold water I've got loads. Zebra Danios, I've got red eye tetra, silver tips, widows. I've got flame tetra back in. I've got minnows. I've got loads of cherry barbs. I've got frogs back in. Pearl Danios, Gary Ruffer, got some goldfish down there, got some giant Danios back in, I've got Buenos Aires tetra. So yeah guys, that's it. I'm literally gonna have to turn it off now because we've got to open the shop, and I've got to sort this flood out, which is always fantastic to walk into. But cheers for watching Manchester Fins, guys. The shed is now getting cracking. I've got the concrete going in the next couple of weeks, so I will do some filming on that. I've got some more fish coming next week, but yeah, I'm going to get off now, guys, because I've got to go open the shop. Cheers for watching Manchester Fins. If you've not already, think about subscribing if you're enjoying the videos. Again, drives me to do more videos, and I'll be back more regularly now because I'm not going away. Oh, sorry, I go away at the end of the month, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to be away for 5 days. I'm waffling now, guys. Have a lovely day. I'll see you in a bit.